for joining me for this strong flow. So today in this practice there will be some stronger kind of transitions and repetitions, but as always, taking what you need from the practice and leaving anything that is not for you today. So all the options that I offer are offerings, but you get to decide whether those offerings are something that you want to put in your body or whether it's something you want to leave. So we're going to start the class in a standing position. So bring the feet kind of roughly hip width and let the arms just relax down to the side of the body, and we'll close the eyes or soften the gaze. And start with finding your breath. And seeing how the breathing feels in your body, and which parts that breath travels to. Perhaps seeing if you can trace into the chest, the abdomen, the belly, even the sides of the body and the back of the body. Noticing how you're feeling today. Just being the observer, there's no right or wrong. And whatever point in the day that you're coming to this practice, just knowing that in a way every new day, every moment is a chance to create a new story if you want to. Ready? Start to shake out the arms, the hands. I feel like I haven't done this one for a while, but this has been one of my favorites for a long time, getting the energy moving. If you're not used to it, it might feel it might feel strange, but it starts to feel good, trust me. I'll do the same with the legs, so giving a little bit of a shake out through the legs. Coming back to stillness, we're going to bring the hands, interlace the fingers and press the palms of the hands up to the ceiling like you're taking a big stretch. And start to move over to the right side, stretching down into the left side body. And then making your way over to the left side, stretching down into that right side body, breathing. And then see if you can start to move from the waist. Imagine your rib cage moving here as you take some circular movement. So getting into the back of the body, the front of the body, noticing any little areas of tightness. If you're doing this in the morning, it might feel a little bit different to how your body might feel at another time in the day. It's just observing that, starting to bring that aliveness into the body. Taking these movements, focus on how it feels rather than how anything looks. And come back to center, release the arms. Take a couple of shoulder rolls. And we'll hug in this right leg, so drawing your right knee in towards the chest. Roll the shoulders back, find space across the chest. See if you can reach the left fingertips up and draw your right knee out to the side. Bring it back in and release. Other side, hug the left knee in towards the chest. Roll the shoulders back, create space. Reach the right fingertips up. Open. Left knee out to the side. And draw back into center. How are those hips feeling today? And we'll drop the chin down towards the chest. And start to take some little neck rolls, so rolling the head over from one side, then the other. Ironing out any kind of tension here. Noticing the shoulders, the upper back, the sides of the neck. And pausing anywhere that needs your attention. So although there's the opportunity to take some physically strong movements in this flow today, strong, as we know, does not just refer to the physical. So it might be that your intention for this practice is to come to a place that's strong with any intentions that you want to bring in, or having a strong sense of your energy, strong sense of awareness. Lifting the head back up, and we're going to come to the top of the mat, so finding your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Grabbing any blocks or props that you might need here. Could be useful to have blocks potentially for this one, so see how it feels. So we're going to inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forwards. It's hanging down in your forward fold, bend into the legs as much as you need to. Start with taking any little movements here. There could be a gentle rock or sway from side to side. Let the head relax, so imagine the head hanging heavy. You can take a gentle shake or nod of the head. You might notice how it feels to bring some weight into the balls of the feet, the mounds of the big toes. Then maybe shifting that weight back into the heels. And from here, we're going to take the left hand, place it on the ground or a block. Bend into your left leg. Inhale, reach the right fingertips up. Follow with the gaze, finding a twist. And exhale, float the right hand back down. Inhale, other side. Left fingertips reach up, right leg bends. Exhale, float the left hand down. Inhale once more on each side. Right fingertips reach up in the twist. Exhale, come back down. And inhale, left fingertips reach up. Exhale, back down. Now keeping the hands on either the ground or blocks. Leave a bit of space between your hands and your legs, so you probably don't want to have them in super close here. Give a little bit of space. And then bring this right leg and lengthen it out behind. So we're in a kind of closed hip standing split position. Draw that right knee in towards the nose. And then see how it feels to reach the right leg out to the right side, lengthening it. Nice. Draw the right leg back in, plant the foot down. So, other side. Draw the left knee in towards the nose. Reach the left leg out behind. Knee comes in towards the nose. And left leg reaches out to the side. If you've got space, be careful of any walls or obstacles. And bring it back in. So we'll go once more on each side. So knee to nose. Reach it out. Knee to nose. And out to the side. Doesn't have to be super high. The leg could be a lot lower than mine. And back down. Left knee to nose. Reach it out behind. Left knee to nose. Reach it out to the left side. Bring it back in. Well done. Inhale here, lift the chest, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come back to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Two more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, last one, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. This time hands come down to the mat and we step back to plank position, breathing here. So either staying in your plank position here, or you could drop your knees down and be taking your breaths here. Or we're going to see how it feels to lift that right foot away from the ground, hovering. Well done, bring it back down. Bring the left leg away. So try and keep your hips lower here. So it's tempting to kind of lift the hips when we do this. See if you can keep them in that plank position. Left foot back down. Same with the arms. Reach the right fingertips out in front. Bring it back in. Left fingertips fingertips out in front. Bring it back in, lovely. Flow through your version of chaturanga. So that could be upward facing dog or cobra. And then exhale, meet in your first downward facing dog. Take a little pedal out through the legs here. Any movements that you want to take in your down dog. So no right or wrong. Could be that you're in stillness. Could be that you're moving around a little bit. Reconnecting with your breath. Come back to your breathing, your energy. On your next inhale, we're going to bend into the legs, sit the hips back, but the knees are hovering off the ground. So we're in this kind of crouch position, pressing the mat away with your hands. On your inhale, shoot the body forwards to plank. So exhale, take it back to crouch. Knees hovering. Inhale, shoot forwards to plank. Nice. This time we'll exhale to a downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right foot up, find your three-leg dog. Option to open into the hips. Start to bring your right knee through to tap the right elbow or in that direction. And then bring it over to the left elbow. Can you slide the knee towards that left wrist but still hovering? And then bring it to your right wrist. Step the foot through between the hands. Well done. And reach the fingertips up, finding your lunge. So try and have some fun with these movements. Find some play. Try things out. Wobble, fall, get back up. That's what this practice is all about. So float the arms out to the side, so reaching the fingertips out. And on your inhale, we're going to take some pulses. So on the inhale, maybe you find length in the legs and reach the fingertips up. As you exhale, bending, floating the arms out to the side. So inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, grounding back down. Two more. Inhale, floating up. Exhale, grounding. This time, inhale, floating up. And then bringing the weight into your front leg, lift the back leg, find Virabhadrasana 3 or Warrior 3. So for this Warrior 3 today, we're going to reach the fingertips back. See if you can lift the heart and the leg. So we're actually extending the spine here. See how that feels. Breathing. Lovely. From here, take a big step back towards the back of your mat and come down into your left side Skandasana. This could be higher up or lower down. From here, flow over to your right side Skandasana. Either use hands or do it without the hands. And then we're going to sit the hips down, tuck the right foot in. Bring your right hand down to the mat. Inhale, lift the hips at the heart. So finding this almost kind of a modified wild thing. Exhale, bring the hips back down to the ground. Can we come out as we came in? So pressing that foot into the ground or using your hands for support. Make your way there however you need to. Find right side Skandasana. And then pivot around so we're coming back to meet in a plank position. Flow through your vinyasa. Inhaling upward facing dog or cobra. And exhaling back to downward facing dog. Always option for a child's pose here. Listening to your body. Thinking about what being strong really means for you today. What kind of energy, what kind of strength do you want to tap into? So on your next exhale, bend into the legs, come back to that crouch position. Inhale, shift forwards to plank. So it's like you're a spring. So exhale, come back to plank, to your crouch. Inhale, spring forwards to plank. This time, exhale, come back to downward facing dog. And we sweep the left leg up to find 3-leg dog, open into the hips. Inhale, draw this left knee through to tap the left elbow. Bring it over to the right elbow, down to the right wrist, over to the left wrist. Step it through between the hands, find your lunge, reach the fingertips up. Flow the arms out to the side, and we'll take those pulses. So inhale, lifting, exhale, grounding down. Inhale, lifting, exhale, grounding down. Going with your breath, 2 more. Grounding down. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, grounding down. Then grounding into your front leg, lift the back leg. You can maybe find some spinal extension here in this version of Vipassana. Vipassana 3. Beautiful. Take a big step back. Find your right side Skandasana. Take it over to left side Skandasana. Bring the hips down, tuck the foot in. Left hand's going to come to the ground, and as you inhale, right fingertips sweep up, heart and hips lift. Taking a couple of breaths here. Really pressing the ground away with the left hand. And exhale, float back down. Come back into your something that feels like a left side Skandasana, and rotate around, step it back to plank. Flow through your version of Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice, pausing here. Option for a child's pose. Feet are coming towards the outside edges of the mat. Pivot the toes out, walk your hands in. As you walk the hands in, sit the hips down, find Malasana. So crown of the head lifting up, breathing here. Bring the right fingertips down to the ground, reach the left fingertips up into a little twist. Come over to the other side, left fingertips come down, right fingertips reach up. Option to take the bind if that's in your practice. Walk the fingertips forwards. And exhale, drop the head, rounding the spine. Imagine breathing into the back of the body and the sides. Maybe a sense of expanding on your inhale, contracting back in on the exhale. On your next inhale, lift the gaze. I'm going to take some little hops to the top of the mat. So again, having some playful fun here. So the hands come down and your hop could literally be like this. Or maybe the hips lift a little bit more and the legs come out to the side. Again, have some fun with it. Maybe it turns into a little handstand play if you've got space. Got a little wall in the way. And then meeting at the top of your mat. Hands to heart center. And power through the legs, come up to standing. Close your eyes for a moment, bring your hands to the heart. Place one hand over the top of the other. Notice your heartbeat, notice your chest. Notice where your hands are connected to your body, your skin. Imagine breathing in through the pores in your skin into every single part, every muscle, every cell, every bone, everything that's there. Imagine taking deep, expansive breaths. Breathing as fully as you can without forcing anything. Flowing over forcing. Opening the eyes back up now if you had them closed. Step the feet back out into your Malasana position. Inhale here as you exhale. float back down. And of course, modifying this, if your heels lift away, let them lift away naturally. So we're going to try and make our way back how we came forward. So again, have a little bit of fun with it. So hands come down to the mat and we're hopping backwards. So again, maybe there's a little bit of handstand play here. Maybe it's a baby hop. There's no right or wrong. Ooh, maybe you're rolling around on the ground or on the mat. And bring yourself to the back of the mat. Bring your hips down and lift the legs. Can you come straight into a Navasana boat pose? Beautiful. So from here, inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, bring the hands back down. Hands come to heart center. Tap the fingertips down to the right side. Back in. Over to the left side. Back in. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, back down to the side. Hands to heart center. Tap the fingertips to the right. Bring it back in. Fingertips to the left. Well done. Bring it back in. One more of these. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up. Exhale, back down. Hands come to heart center. Tap the fingertips to the right. Bring them back in. Over to the left. Bring them back in. And release. Well done. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees drop out to the side. You can rest the hands around the ankles. Inhale, take a big shoulder roll. Create space across the chest. And exhale, fold forwards. You can walk the hands out in front if that feels good too. You can have blocks under the thighs. So on your inhale, see if you can create a little bit more space lifting through the chest. As you exhale, soften into your fold. So inhale, we make space. And exhale, we soften. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, softening. One more of these. Inhale, imagine breathing into the hips, the lower back. And exhale, letting it all go, putting it down. Inhale, start to lift the chest, draw the knees in. And then you might need to twizzle around on your mat like I do. Reach the fingertips out in front and start to lower your spine down to the mat with control. Bringing your shoulders and your head down to the ground. Draw the knees in towards the chest, take a big hug, and you can close the eyes or soften the gaze. And take any movement that feels good here. It could be a little rock or sway from side to side. Maybe noticing the lower back, where it meets the ground, where it massages against the ground. Working up into the midsection, the upper back. The shoulder blades. Releasing the legs, coming into a lying position. And grounding here, taking a few deep breaths. Imagine the belly expanding with the inhale. And drawing back in with the exhale, really emptying out the breath as fully as you can. Notice how your energy feels. Notice how the body feels. Maybe how you're feeling mentally, emotionally. Just honouring whatever comes up, whatever's there. Whatever story is playing in your mind. You can create a new one if you want to. And starting to bring the legs in and see if you can take a little rock back up to seated. See if you can bring your fingertips to meet the ground or bring them to blocks. Gaze soft, eyes closed. And we'll take a final grounding breath to close off the practice. As you inhale, I want you to imagine drawing energy in from the ground into your hands, your arms, all the way into the body, up to the heart center. And then as you exhale, emptying out, letting go of anything that's not needed. Releasing it back into the ground. And opening the eyes back up when you're ready. Thank you so much for being here, for joining me in this practice. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Please do let me know how you've got on. You can subscribe to this channel, it's completely free. There's a link below to other things that I offer and my online membership, where you get kind of longer practices and guided meditations and live classes and things like that as well. So do check that out, and I can't wait to flow with you again really, really soon. Take care. Bye bye.